Hiya, and welcome back to Monster Village. The game that teaches us that... You know what, I think we're ready for the Elder for the 5th time. Anyways, let's just hop right in. That's how you instantly win the trial. Oh my god, fuck off, Grammarly! Yeah, no. I am, like, paying attention to, like, several things at once right now. Okay, what the fuck? Hi, Jack! My favorite bitch. Sorry, I fucking love Jack. Ew. Prepare the lug cannon. Send his ass to Jesus. Express delivery. See, here's the thing. This is what pisses me off. Because he actually looks good. It pisses me off. He's a shitty person that looks good, and that pisses me off. Okay, I have a type. Did you see the mutant fruit? The mutant fruit? He was really flirty when he whipped his dick out. Sorry, we're speedrunning. Leo. The Rathalos true Avarian. He is so much of a flirt. I sometimes don't even know if he is serious about our discussions or serious about getting it on. But other than that, I really like being with the guy. He has a cute accent too, and you can really tell his sincerity on everything he doesn't say. He said he loves himself a lot too, and I know that's a really good quality to have, but I think he also means that, like, he wants to fuck himself or something. ADHD brain took over. I gotta look something up. Shit, I already googled this. I already googled that. Oh! Oh! And now we have a word for it. We have a word for it. Yeah. I'm not saying it here. No, it's not that. The first time we really bonded was inside of a storage house of all things. He was looking for some rocks that Gerald asked him to get. I wasn't sure what it was for, but I was happy to help anyone. He was happy that he got to help. You know what? I'm gonna put it in the Discord server. I'm gonna put it in NSFW General real quick. I don't know how to put this. Alright. Do with that what you will. He was looking for some... Yeah. He was happy that he got to help. So much happy that he needed my help again, but this time, he was a bit more forward than I thought. Some people would have been a bit more indirect with flirting, but just the way he wiggled his ass towards me gave me an invitation to follow him. And how can't I? Yeah, shit, I didn't read that. That was a really fine ass. I really thought he was just a simple man. When I wanted to invite him to the waterfall, I'd expected him to be quite happy. Gerald even told me he had been down ever since the day before. And it was really not a day to forget either. The man pinned me to the wall and just talked all sexy and naughty in my ear. I was pretty sure he and I were about to sleep together, but I guess I was wrong. He was actually pretty complicated too. He keeps flirting and saying all those naughty things to me, but then backs out because he gets cold feet. But even after all that, I still wanted to spend more time with the guy. Another thing I cannot really forget is our time spent together at the waterfall. Gosh, the way he just keeps flirting and hinting on the day... That day makes me flustered up to now. Like, where does he even get all this confidence from? Not to mention that he just keeps brandishing his berries in front of my face the whole time we were there. Heck, the things might as well be in my mouth. He's talking about his balls, his testicles. So I did, and I bit it. Kind of expecting him to be all sexy and push me down, but he just covered himself and ran off. That's when I knew maybe he was mostly all talk. Regardless, that action is what kind of tied me to him for the next few days of my stay. And I love it. Tried working out after realizing how out of shape I was. That kind of failed either because I suddenly fell through the floor. Leo and Jin did help prepare the floor, and Leo just couldn't stop his usual flirting on me. Though his brother, Jin, seemed to be more used to it than I thought. Tried to help me work out too, but I failed to realize sooner that his body is much stronger and adept because he is a Rathalos true Ovarian. Once we were finally done for the day, he just teased me again, even asking for me to close my eyes and nothing happens. I was so mad and angry at this point, it felt like I was being played with. I guess I finally got through to him, though I didn't expect him to ask me out on a date. The date was amazing! It wasn't the fanciest I've ever seen, but it was definitely the most romantic I've seen this man do. Fair, my expectations weren't high to begin with, but he wanted to show he was serious with me. We talked most of the time, telling stories about each other. He even told me about his past, which he feels comfortable opening up to. It was really the best time ever. I guess it all kind of failed once I got food poisoning on me. I only wondered what else would have happened that night if it weren't abruptly stopped. Just scratching my leg. My leg. I think if we rush, we can get through this all tonight. Now with that attitude, silence. We will now begin the hearing for this monster village. I assume both parties have collected their arguments to be presented. Sir, we'd like to object about the monster in front of us. Yeah, why is that monster here? Our lives will be in danger when he attacks. Silence. I have discussed with this resident in private already, along with your admiral. If he becomes even a little bit aggressive, he accepted that it will prove as an admission of guilt. That is correct, my fellow hunters. The commander even allowed me to carry a weapon under this table if things were to get difficult. You haven't even heard our argument yet, and you already brand the elder a monster. What kind of hunters are you? Calm down, Sir Asher. We're only here to protect ourselves. Are you not supposed to be the one to assume they are safe and us to assume they are dangerous? Is it not my responsibility to protect my men first? You are really rotten. You're free to think on your delusions. I am only doing what is right for my men, and what is just. You're just toying with me and the villagers at this point. Laugh all you want, Admiral. I will be the one to prove Leo innocent. Hang on. The fuck is going on with my inner... Oh, there we go. It was really quiet for a bit, and I got confused. But now that everyone is here, I will show how much you are just unfit to be anyone's leader. What I just don't understand is, where are you getting this unfounded hate and fear from? Besides, this is already something you requested, right? Are we not just playing your game? At least you had the decency to wear your uniform. Is that really necessary, though? This entire room is set up like some sort of trial. Even you look different for some reason. Does it bother you? Entertainment like this only comes once in a lifetime. Of crushing you, of course! Are you not the one actually having fun here because you're about to fail? Everything feels like a game now that you set up to sate your ego. Such disrespect! Enough! We will still talk to each other respectfully. I will not have everyone here act as if they are uneducated. I will give you both chances to give your arguments, counters, and evidences. This room is made as such that it will accommodate everyone. I'd prefer to keep things professional here. Am I understood? Yes, apologies, Commander. I'm sorry, sir. Very well. Let us begin by hearing the Admiral with his reasoning on his actions on the village. Here we go, Asher. This is it. Better be sure to listen and choose my answers carefully. I could only bluff as much before my credibility drops. Thank you, Commander. For the simplicity of this case, I will be referring to two different parties. I'm not reading all that. Thought I was going to, but I wasn't. Holding a kniffy. I believe this happened around 4 nights ago. I remember it was raining down pretty hard. We were on a cliff. Sir Largo said he would go on ahead and check down if there are any caves we can rest in. After a few minutes, I got worried, so I asked the Admiral if I can check up on him. Once I got down, I saw Sir Largo on the ground and what looked like a Rathalos over his body. I saw a lot of Sir Largo's blood trailing from the river. It must be his wounds from being attacked. By the time the Admiral got down the cliff, the Rathalos has escaped into the village. I see. The victims separated from your group to scout the area to find shelter. However, when you haven't heard from them after a few minutes, you follow the trail and saw them being attacked. I see no issues with this testimony. Of course, sir. I only offer the truth of the situation with nothing else to hide. That is why his testimony is as strong as calm as steel. I agree. But since he is your witness, young Asher will begin his cross-examination. Cross-examination? Commander, is this really necessary? To ensure fairness, he has the right to question his testimony. You are free to ask any questions regarding his testimony and present any evidence you have that may relate to it. I see. I thought it was weird too when I first heard his testimony. My instincts are telling me it's not even as hard as steel. Focus. Are there any contradictions in Jack's testimony? If I can somehow spot a crack or anything that seems out of place, I need to prove it. I can't fucking remember. You'd think after doing this 4 times, I'd remember. Blood medical report, thank you. Thank you. Jack, you seem to be lying through your teeth. I was? I'm not sure if you remember, but the victim didn't have any wounds. Oh no! Lug, are you okay? I'm a sham. Was that fun choosing that? Oh shit, it's your birthday? Oh shit, happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, Lug. Shit, fuck. I'm gonna save, and we are going to brute force this. I was given permission by the Admiral to go check. I went down the cliff slowly since I had a lot of trouble. When I found the Rathalos in Sir Largo, I was too afraid to move. All I can see from far away was a Rathalos. I waited a bit to think what to do, but then I heard the Admiral calling for me. That's when the Rathalos stood up and ran away. Luckily, the Admiral saw what I saw and told me to give chase to it. Tried to chase into the forest, but I eventually lost him. That's when I turned back and tended to Sir Largo, who was already unconscious. So you gave chase to the suspect, but you were not able to catch up. I'm sorry, Commander. That scared me. Yeah, the rain was too strong and it was really dark, so I had trouble seeing. Very well. Young Asher, you may begin your cross-examination. Thank you, Commander. This one sounds much stronger than before. I need to question these claims more if I'm to get anywhere. He asked you to give chase? Why did you need to chase Leo? I mean, he saw it over Sir Largo's body and ran off. Any sane hunter would have tried to capture him, especially since we didn't have a way to just reach them from a distance, and since I was still too far and the rain made it hard to run. Nobody to attack, and I was only wearing light armor. I needed to chase them because nobody has a way to reach them if they got too far already. What did you say? Huh? You said you didn't have a way to attack and reach them from a distance. What is your way of reaching? Sir Largo told me this before. Either we try using the environment or what we have on us like our weapons and tools. Commander! I request to add this new information with this testimony. Huh? Will this additional testimony mean anything? Yes, Commander. Very well. The witness will add this to his testimony. Are you telling me about this gun? But no, Lug, did you have a good day? I really hope you did. Holy shit, a shrimp fried rice. Yeah. Yep. Our saves aren't fucked. There's no such thing as too much pizza. That is correct. monkey. True Avarians, just like normal Avarians. We look like the monsters you hunt, but we're no more dangerous than who you talk to every day. Depending on who we resemble, we gain traits like them too, with some limitations. How can we even know about us? We ain't never had a visitor before to ask. That's before I met the kid over there. So even you don't know. Just as I suspected. This entire True Variance ploy was just an excuse to brand yourselves as safe. Commander! This witness is clearly deranged, as with the rest of the residents. And he even admitted that they gain traits of the monsters they mirror. How can we be sure that this is all an act to ambush us? Huh? Say that again, you little... Admiral, I again warn you of badgering the witness. You should still give him respect by at least calling him by name. I mean, ambush? Aren't you and your hunters the ones that ambushed this village? Badgering? I was just doing the same tactic used on one of my men earlier. I'm only questioning him and the possibility of it being fake, along with some of my other hypotheses. And you said so yourself. Sir Asher, we are hunters. We are tasked to attack monsters if it means to endanger humans. Oh? Is that really the truth? Is that just an excuse for you to cover the fact we're scared of something new? Naivete really is the world you live in. I make decisions if it means to protect. A resident harmed one of us, so any sane person would assume they all would as well. If you think making decisions that would cause our death as an excuse, maybe you enter the wrong profession, Sir Asher. Naive as it may be, that only means I can save those that you cannot. I believe that Gerald has only given the facts, and I will prove it to you. Sam? Oh shit, is Sam here? What's up? Yeah. Commander, allow me to cross-examine the witness. He is your witness, I don't believe you should. And this is not a real court, so I can use his words to prove to you that this is not false. That is enough. You both have presented your arguments about Sir Gerald's testimony. However, it seems that young Asher might have some evidence to back up his defense. I will allow this cross-examination, however, please make no mistake that we will need concrete evidence for this. Very well. In that case, I will be sure to listen carefully so I can end that false play you have been starring in. This guy is really getting on my nerves. True Avarians are just like normal Avarians. Oh wait, I already read all that. Does someone else want to explain to him what Haktua means? Because I don't want to explain it. Gerald, is it really true that you didn't know about true Avarians before? No, keep saying it over and over. I don't know where the true Avarian thing came from. Just the Elder told me and these hunters are not letting him explain. Because I believe that you are actually lying. Why would a villager chief not know anything like that? The only solution was it being a lie. Such a made-up story is not worth listening to. Then if you won't listen to his story, then how about a scrivener's? Are you insinuating that you told them about this? Don't make me laugh. You only started this year and you have yet to actually do anything noteworthy. Enlighten me, please. Yes, I am still new. Nothing noteworthy can come from my few months of being in the guild. Who said anything about it being me, though? I am talking about the scrivener who first found this village. What? Young Asher, what do you mean? During my investigation of the village, I was able to find some old records. It was from some years ago. Notes? What are the importance of these scribblings by these monsters? They could be lies. I knew you wouldn't believe the words of a villager. But these are the words of a scrivener. What? It says here that they encountered the monster they were monitoring. They got injured and eventually found this village. What are you talking about, kid? Gerald said earlier that the village did not have any visitors. Why did you lie about that? Lie? You mean... Yes, Gerald. In fact, it was you who suggested they stay hidden so they would heal. Young Asher, what is the meaning of this? Is he not your witness? Why are you contradicting his statements? There's a reason for this, Commander. Gerald had no choice but to explain that there was no other visitor because... The Admiral's main argument is that Truivarians do not exist because there's no record of it. Gerald claiming that they are Truivarians out of the blue, but no evidence to support the name means it's their word against his. And the excuse of another guild member visiting the village will just get shut down. That is if there's no evidence to support it, that is. Evidence that I now have. To quote from the notes here, I believe I read about them too. Truivarians. And on the day he leaves, I told the Elder about Truivarians. What do you have to say about that, Admiral?
This is just fabricated evidence. How can you be sure that this indeed came from a legitimate guild member? We do not have any records here on the hundreds and thousands of guild members. I request this evidence to be disregarded.
There's a way of knowing the authenticity. The Commander!
What?
The Commander is one of the long-running leaders in Dundorman. I remember reading something here. I have a feeling the village will get larger in the future. I might get even assigned here from Dundorma. That's all we need to ask. Commander, please check these notes and tell us if it is from someone who worked at the guild. Very well. The entire room went silent. The only sounds we can hear are the flipping of pages. After a while, the Commander stopped and looked at the contents of one letter. His look of surprise, but also a somewhat visible smile. Once he finished, he placed all the letters and notes back in their envelopes and placed it aside. He closed his eyes and faced back to all of us anticipating in the room. After carefully checking each letter and note, I have come to a conclusion. These letters are... indeed written by Guild Scrivener.
What?
Silence. This particular Scrivener has located near the Forbidden Lands a few years ago. I'm quite familiar with him. Thinking about it now, this might also be related to Truivarians. Regardless of his reason, this proves that these were written by another Scrivener. Therefore, he is correct. This is authentic. Thank you, Commander. So, Admiral, this proves that they are indeed Wavarians and not just monsters. Therefore, labeling him as such without any motive would not be the truth.
Lucky bastard.
Admiral, do you have any other arguments?
I admit that Truivarians then might have been recorded before. But this does not prove the innocence of that Rathalos.
What do you want about my kid?
Oh, calm down, you. But before anything else, Sir Gerald, was it?
What do you want now?
How is you call them your kid? If I would say something happened to that Zenogre back there, what would you do?
Fuck you! If you touch my kids again, I'll kill you! You hear me? I will kill you! Silence! I demand silence. Hunters, please escort Sir Gerald back to his home. Admiral, what are you trying to achieve here?
Commander, let me be more honest for a second. We have been running around in circles about this place. I understand that it is my job to be thorough with the investigation, but I also dislike wasting time. I only played along because of the Scrivener's request. What kind of superior would I be if I were not to listen?
Then what do you suggest?
As you can see, the current witness showed conviction in those eyes of harming me. Obviously, he cannot do anything because of the repercussions of his actions if he were to even lay a finger on me.
That is because you threatened his children!
Yes, protecting the ones you care about. If this were your story, that would have been the end of it. But we are still missing one thing.
What do you mean?
Of course, I am talking about the truth.
The truth?
Let me put into words that you might understand. All of this was a waste of time. So I'm requesting to end this farce.
What? But it's about the villagers and...
Think about it. We have a witness and an injured hunter to prove that the Rathalos attacked us. Yet you only have sweet words without any evidence to back it up.
I have to agree with the Admiral.
What?
We have discussed the village, however, we cannot ignore the individual that attacked.
But Commander! Listen here, newbie!
Newbie?
You were not there that night, and I have other witnesses that saw how bloody the victim is. I believe we should end our farce right here unless you have anything that might prove useful.
I
see not. Commander, we are really behind schedule. We should move while there is still sun out.
Facts might not always be the truth.
Sir?
I always believe that truth will only prevail if all the facts are proven true. Seeing as we do not know everything, I have a solution that would be much easier.
A solution?
What do you mean, sir? We can just ask the suspect himself.
What?
Silence. This has gone long enough. Both of you have ran around the subject and the Admiral is correct. We should confirm from the source and just ask the suspect directly.
But Commander, he is dangerous. He harmed one of my men.
Enough. You claim the efforts of the Scrivener were in vain, however, it is proof enough to bring him to the witness stand. Lets you claim that a table full of hunters cannot handle one small Rathalos.
I cannot risk my men again. Apologies, Commander, but I decline.
I understand your fear, however, I will not pass down my judgment on speculations from both sides. So I suggest we call him as your witness before we spend another night here. If there are no more objections, let's now call the suspect.
Leo, since they are calling him as a witness now, I can directly disprove anything they say.
So close. The truth is just within reach.
Now fuck you, Admiral.
Silence. We will now continue with the hearing for the suspect. Because of time constraints and everyone's mental status, this will be the last for the day if we will extend this for tomorrow. However, I'm hoping we can settle everything right now. Admiral, you may now call the suspect.
Commander, are you sure about bringing such a dangerous monster in here?
I have requested all the hunters to be on high alert. If he moves in a dangerous way, the hunters here, including myself, will restrain the suspect. You should not underestimate me and my men again, Admiral.
Yes, Commander.
I really don't want to see the commander go angry.
Calm down, Asher. I should focus. Leo is finally up and will be interrogated. I'm sorry, Leo. I'll make it up to you later for putting you in this position. Hope you can handle the pressure because everything rides on his words. Leo. Maybe it's just me, but he looks exhausted. Leo might have received the same treatment as the Elder. Rathalos, state your name and occupation. Suspect!
Dude, I'd rather if you just call me by my own name. I don't stand around here calling what you look like. Imagine if I just started calling you a waste of space.
Why you?
Admiral, I am again requesting for you to respect the villagers.
This is getting nowhere.
How about I just do the talking, Commander? Very well. Please question the suspect.
Well, here's my chance. I better not screw this up. Hey, Leo. We just got some questions about a few nights ago, and we needed some answers from your perspective.
That was... hot.
Eh?
Sorry, mate. Seeing y'all commanding and stuff right there just got my heart pumping for you.
Leo! Now is not the time for this. Might just be my imagination, but does Leo's smile look forced? Why not show it, but being in this position might be too stressful. I should just get straight to the point so this can all be over soon. Leo, can you tell me what happened 4 nights ago when you were at the waterfall? Wait, what happens if we present evidence? Oh, nothing happens. Leo, I know this is hard for you, but I want to let you know that I'll do everything I can to help clear your name, make everyone in this room hear my voice. You've taught me that I can really fall for someone as silly as you. I want to return to our lives where we just work out, talk, flirt, and have dates. I know you wanted to be my man, and your silence is just protecting me because there was something that bothered you that night. You can leave everything to me. No matter what happens, it will not change my view of you. So to show my loyalty, I swear on my honor as a No. I swear on my name that I'll protect you.
Yeah, sure.
My doubts are finally gone. I've finally chosen what I want to risk. I will believe in Leo no matter what.
I'm announcing it now. If I fail, I will join everyone in this village. And so, I'm abandoning this. This badge is not as valuable as Leo. I, Asher, am renouncing my position as a guild scrivener.
Huh? Huh?
What is the meaning of this?
Commander, I believe I am in no position to serve the guild anymore. I will dedicate everything I have to helping this village, and I will prove to you all that Leo was innocent. You're overreacting like a spotted Kieran. How dare you turn your back against the guild?
The guild I know and who I am with right now is not the same. If the guild promises to protect everyone from monsters, then I will protect these true variants from the guild. Commander, this is absurd. We already lack in manpower, now this shit. Enough. Young Asher, is this truly what you desire? Yes, sir. To protect everyone. He was correct after all. Very well. The case will continue. Commander! Enough. I will see to the end of this. Young Asher, continue. Thank you, sir. My heart is still pounding after all of that. Now that I cannot turn back now. Now that I cannot back out, losing is no longer an option. Leo? Tell me everything. You're crazy. Jeez, I am really loving you more and more. Alright, I'll tell you everything. Asser is resigning. After I visited you, I went to the waterfall to get those mushrooms you need for your potion thingy. When I finally found the smell thing, I heard someone fell in the water. Oh, shit. It was pretty loud even with the rain, too. He started flailing, so I jumped in the water to drag the guy. It was pretty heavy because of the armor, too. I tried to open and breathe by removing his armor, but after I got it off, someone spotted me. I didn't know what to do because we were supposed to be hiding, so I just ran back to the village. This is very different. You said that you saved the victim from drowning and then escaped. Hey man, I can't just leave the guy drowning like that. I already had enough experiences to know saving someone drowning can bring good luck. That is absurd. If Sir Largo indeed fell into the water, how are we not able to hear it? I was beside the waterfall. Plus, I look like a Rathalos and the chief said they have pretty good hearing. And I kinda saw it. Absurd. This is absurd. Enough. Admiral, do you have any evidence or arguments to contradict Sir Leo's testimony? Commander, this does not explain the medical report given. It said that Sir Largo had a scratch wound on his chest and was heavily bleeding. The Rathalos attacked the victim once he was able to remove the armor. As long as it stands, he was still capable of harming Sir Largo during the time he was not seen. I was thinking the story's too convenient for it to be true. Believe what you want, dude. All that matters is my mate believes what I said, right? Right. Commander, I will now question the witness to prove to the Admiral that this is true. Leo, just answer all of my questions honestly and leave it to me. Yeah, I'll leave it to you, mate. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Alright. We gotta question everything. You went to the waterfall without me? Sorry about that, mate. I caused you more trouble and I'm just trying to help. Trust me, I want to make you all better again so I can keep being with you more. Leo, you don't need to do all that for me. I told you, I'll be fine. Just surprised you didn't wake me up after experiencing this. Look, after all this, let's work out together again. Just make sure to spot me really well to keep up and... Commander, I would like to ask the scrivener to stop flirting with the witness. Agree. Young Asher, please refrain from unnecessary comments during the hearing. Sorry, Commander. Just to clarify, you were only there by coincidence. I had no other reason to be out there in the middle of the night. Not like someone wanted me to meet them in the rain. I just came to look for the mushroom. I guess I was just unlucky that someone fell from the sky to greet me. Do you remember how high was the fall? Probably from the top of the cliff. It was really loud, but I'm not sure. I was worried at first but I was pretty sure he was alive because he went through the same thing. Right. That's what happened to me too. However, this contradicts another statement. If he fell from the top of the waterfall, then why didn't we see him fall? The victim was sent ahead, so the fall was lower and less lethal if he did. He wouldn't need any help, and he is a high-rank hunter of exceptional caliber. Admiral, please don't forget that it was raining at the time. Climbing up or down a grassy cliff during heavy rainfall will cause an accident. Wouldn't be surprised if he slipped shortly while he climbed down. Speaking from experience, the shock of falling and suddenly drowning would render anyone helpless. Therefore, what Leo said might be possible! For now. The fuck you mean for now? What made you attempt to save him? No reason, really. Guess I got worried mostly, but I just think I have a chance to do something. Oh, hi, bot. I want to ban him. I'm gonna ban him. Regulated bladder. That is a hell of a name. I got worried mostly, but I think I just have a chance to do something. I don't want to just stand by when someone needs my help. Well, I just banned the bot, so it goes against my handsome and sexy nature. Leo, no matter what the situation is, you always just end up smiling and flirting. I guess that's why I can't stop myself from doing everything I can to be with you. Regardless, I can use this for something later. And you just saved on the hunters that hunt you because you felt like you need to. That is extremely convenient. Surely there's some reason why other than kindness. Okay, stop bullying your balls over there, your cum will overflow. What? Stop overthinking things. I saved the guy and he's fine. I ain't asking for anything in return. What? Oh my god! For if you just leave us all alone. There are guys that help without asking for anything, you know. It's not like they don't exist. Truly absurd. No further questions. That's my Leo. Can you describe the one that spotted you? Couldn't see his face, but I wasn't expecting much from how scared he moved. He was wearing some blue and red armor, more in the blue though. It's too dark to notice much, so I can't really explain better. Sorry, mate. That's fine. Your description matches Jack, and it aligns with his testimony. However, I feel like there's something strange about this. Leo's never touched or worn armor before, at least knows how to wear one. There's something fishy with that evidence. When you ran back, did you bring anything with you? Just the mushroom that I came for. Left his armor and weapon next to his body. Right, his weapon. Can you tell me what weapon that is? It's okay, just describe it. Alright, I think I remember seeing something like it. It's a bow gun if I remember what Goku told me. It had the barrel and trigger thing. It was made of wood and pretty long. It also matched the testimony we had earlier. Admiral, since you are Sir Largo's leader at the time and clearly remember this bow gun, please tell us if this description fits the bowgun. And might I remind you, you are under oath? Ordering me around like that? How dare you! Admiral? Fine. The Rathalos' words are accurate. Hold right there, Leo. You said that you removed the armor, right? Yeah. I had some trouble breathing, so I took his thing off. And how did you remove his armor? Huh? I have a hunch, but it seems like you removed it the right way. I guess the right way. He obviously ripped it off. Just take a look at this armor. There's obviously damage on the chest and scratch marks. This signifies that the armor was removed by force. There's no other way that the armor was removed as such. There is. If you look at the armor at a glance, it appears to be damaged. However, I noticed the scratch marks were only on the chest. This is a type of steel armor, meaning it is only connected by a latch. Turn it around here. Ah, here it is. That is. It is an armor latch. The latch here doesn't appear damaged as well used, but it does seem taken care of. After studying armors back in training, I remember that steel and solid armors need a latch. Mostly to fix things into place, but also keep it very secure that even a monster will not be able to remove it easily. So if you do claim that the armor was removed by force, why is the latch still intact? That's because, it was just a coincidence that the Rathalos was able to unlock it. I highly doubt that, Admiral. You should know that these latches are only taught to guild personnel and it is very difficult to remove it. Leo here might have saved the victim from drowning, but he did not know how to remove it either. Wait, he saved the victim from drowning? Doesn't mean the victim was actually... Young Asher, is something the matter? Commander! We've overlooked something extremely crucial from the testimonies we had so far.
Something crucial?
What are you talking about? Explain. All this time, we were just assuming this from the report and the testimonies, but there was something missing in the testimonies entirely. That's right! Leo, was the victim awake after you got him out of the water?
What is this nonsense?
Oh my god, fuck off Google Drive.
It says here in the report that Sir Largo drowned.
Wrong. The reports say that there were signs of him almost drowning. Even my question with the village's feline medic, Grano, said that the victim almost drowned. Almost drowning means he did not drown.
What?
Silence. I demand silence. Young Asher, explain. What are you insinuating? Certainly, sir. When I thought about the latch, Leo certainly hasn't seen one before. And that begs the question, how did Leo know how to unlock and remove the armor? I only assume he tried removing it by force, hence the scratch marks. That I can agree with the Admiral, but there was a difference. The purpose was not to attack the victim, but to remove the armor so he could breathe. With nobody else there to teach him but Sir Largo. Sir Largo was the only one who could have said something. Correct, Commander.
Absurd. Sir Largo was unconscious during the entire situation. The rookie said so in his testimony.
Wrong again, Admiral. Jack only said that he saw Leo towering over Sir Largo. Remember that he was so focused on seeing Leo that he could not focus on the body under him. Let's make this easier for us. Leo, can you tell me right now if the guy you saved was awake?
He was awake.
Enough. Silence. Are you sure about this, Sir Leo?
He was definitely awake. Just like what Asher said, it was this guy I saved that told me how to remove it.
Then why was this not added to your testimony?
I just thought you all knew about this kind of thing already.
Knew?
Pretty sure the guy was still awake, even after I just left him there when I ran back. Or I should have said something about it. Sorry. You're lying!
Admiral, waste of space. Do you have any other counter-arguments about this?
Commander, how can we confirm that this is correct? I mean, the victim being awake. This is absurd. Dude, what the hell? The guy was awake and breathing. Shouldn't you be happy about that or something? Why would I lie about this? Do I look like I'm lying?
I do agree that words are not enough to convince me that it is true.
Exactly.
However, with the evidence presented, I cannot deny that it is highly possible.
What?
To get a bigger picture of the situation, Sir Leo.
Yeah?
Please give your full testimony again, this time and clear the details about talking with the victim. I'd like to hear what happened after you saw Sir Largo fall from the cliff. I expect the full truth from you.
The truth? Okay, sure.
The commander sounds like he's probing Leo for more information. I still have a weird feeling we're not getting the full picture just yet. There's still some unanswered questions, but there's something that is bothering me, specifically how Leo is moving right now. But he looks tired, but why does it look like he's hiding something?
So I saw him fall from the sky and I jumped in the water to help him out. It was a struggle too, cause he was heavy and all. And I dragged him back on land and he looked like he still needed help. I removed his armor and weapon to first make him lay down on the ground. His armor took a bit from me. He saw me struggling, so he taught me how to unlatch it quickly. The chief said if someone was drowning, he'd press on his chest. I was about to, but some guy saw me. He looked down and he looked at me confused. I was too scared of getting spotted, so I just ran back home to the elder and told him what happened.
I see. So far, the events fill the evidence as provided. Waste of space. Do you have any questions on this testimony?
Rathalos, you said that you tried removing his armor. I'm assuming you scratched his chest plate. Okay, that wasn't on purpose. Yeah, I scratched the darn thing. Now try fixing it or something.
Leo, calm down. It's okay. I'll handle and pay for the damaged armor. For now, just answer his question.
If you say so. Yeah, I tried removing the armor. And since Sir Largo was awake, you got help from him and you removed it? That is what you claim? Yeah? You said you were going to press on his chest. What do you mean by this?
Did you listen to what I just said? He's going to press on his chest to get him breathing and stuff. I know it's bumped the lungs so he can push the water out or something.
Then explain to me. Wow, is there a wound on his chest matching the scratch marks?
Huh?
Explain yourself, waste of space! Oh, calm down. Listen what I have to say first. The scratch marks on his chest as seen on this medical report. It says here that the marks shown match the ones on his chest plate. If you're the only one able to remove his chest at the time, then you are also the one able to do harm on him.
That's not true. Waste of space. That wound may have been after he was with Leo. Doesn't prove that Leo caused the wound.
You're wrong. If this Rathalos was indeed the one who saved Sir Largo, he would be the one at the scene where he could have harmed him. Are you insinuating my hunters did such things? Or are you maybe suggesting another resident did it?
That's not what I was...
What of the blood? Even your own feline medic saw the gruesome situation with his own 2 eyes. The body was covered in blood after he was brought here. Can you then explain the blood?
That's enough waste of space.
I'm only stating the truth. We have still open questions that did not have any answers. Unless you can explain the blood, then it's still a case of assault against a hunter.
Let me explain something to you, waste of space. It is not Leo who you are fighting. It is with me. I'm having way too much fun. It is with me.
Very well. Then prove to me I am wrong.
Gladly. When you pulled him out, did you have much trouble? No, it was fine. Seems to be hesitant. Something happened in the waters? You struggled? What do you mean you struggled? It was because of the armor, right? Yeah. Leo, you're hiding something, aren't you? Whatever it is, Leo, I want to keep my promise. I'll be sure to help you no matter what. So if there is something else you need to say, please say it. So when we are done, we can go and swim at the waterfall again. Yeah, sure. Don't want to make you worry, alright? I caused this mess and I don't want to see you hate me more. It really wasn't that bad and all, but... Don't worry, Leo. No matter what happens here, no matter what you say, I'll protect you and I'll make sure the truth comes out. The truth? Sure. Sorry for not saying anything before. Just don't panic. Alright, let me ask you again. What happened while you were still in the waters? He attacked me. What? Huh? Silence! I demand silence in the room. That is a big claim. Sir Leo, are you sure Sir Largo attacked you? I didn't want to admit it, but yeah. Then why did you stay silent about this? I guess one of them is to see the guy over there pissed off. But the other was so that I don't worry the guy I like. I got out of this all after all. I also spoke to the guy. Largo, was it? Promised Largo I would not tell anyone about it because he looked so regretful.
Where was this information before? Are you just toying with us? Or is this another one of your lies?
I ain't lying. You want to see what the guy did? Look at what happened to my perfect thigh.
That could have been from anywhere. I'll be sure it was from that night.
Waste of space, I can guarantee you that is from the waterfall. As Leo mentioned on his earlier testimony, we met the same night before the incident, and I can conclude that I didn't see any wound in that area.
Just how close are you?
Of course that would be a lie. I was too sick to notice anything, but considering he had enough energy to run back to the waterfall that night, it's not impossible to think that he was fine before the incident. Leo, can you give me more details? What did he attack you with? It was some knife from his back. I was just grazed, but I think it was thick on the edge, I ain't sure. A carving knife. Now, what makes sense? Sir Largo probably thought he was getting attacked by a monster and instinctively grabbed his knife since it was close ranged.
I'm sorry. I know I should have said something, but I didn't want to make you worry.
Sir Leo, please include this in your testimony. Young Asher, you may continue.
Yes, Commander. I think this answers the main question about the injury.
My back.
Leo, can I see the wound again?
Mate, I usually don't mind showing off, but right now I just want your eyes on my thigh.
Right. Just face towards me and I'll check.
I'll put on a good show for you.
Like what you see. Alright. I just want to confirm the mark it has. You can hide it again. Judging from the marking, it definitely looks like it was from a carving knife. Or at least a backup one. Did you at least get it cleaned and disinfected?
The feline doc helped me patch things up.
Good. Leo, are you okay?
You made me feel better, mate.
About his weapon. You did not use it or anything, right? You just removed it from his body and placed it at the side?
I ain't touching his weapon. I just wanted to remove his armor. I didn't want him to suddenly attack me again. It's not like I have any use for a bowgun anyway. Plus, Dad would just get upset if I held a weapon.
To prove to everyone right now, can you unlock this latch? I locked it again just now, and I want you to unlock it.
Sure. Yeah, easy.
Here you go, Commander. The latch has been unlocked.
It seems to be.
This proves that Leo has the knowledge to unlock the latch. Knowledge he got from the victim, Sir Largo. Well, Plague. Then answer me this. How can we be sure he didn't know how to open a latch? Easy. Remember the village chief's testimony earlier. True Avarians don't need to wear armor. Wearing armor only hinders their movement, and since they have scales and fur that are just as strong as a monster's, there's no reason for them to use armor. Ergo, Leo did not know how to unlock a latch before meeting the victim. Did that one. He looked confused.
He just looked confused. Sorry, mate. It's just hard to put into words. I guess even I'm confused, so he looked like this.
Let me change the question then. Why do you think he looked confused?
Maybe because he saw another guy and got scared? Maybe he looked confused because I was scared of his friend back there.
Or maybe because you realized you look like a Rathalos. Bitch. So you told the elder what happened, including you being attacked.
Yeah, I didn't want to worry my dad or bro, so I just went to the elder. Sorry, elder. I am sorry, Asher.
It's fine. What's important now is that you told us, and it is helping me a lot. Thanks, Leo. I just have a few more questions for you, alright?
Sure.
I think it's this and the medical report. Not that, that. Wait a second, Leo. You were bleeding from your leg, right?
Yeah, I was bleeding.
Now I just want to confirm, how did you position yourself? Position?
What do you mean?
I'll tell you later, Leo. But for now, just answer my question. How did you position yourself when you were removing his armor?
Position? Sorry, mate. Can you make it clear for me?
Let me rephrase it then. Was your right leg anywhere near his head while you were removing his armor?
I get it now. Don't get jealous. But I did touch his head with my thigh just to find a good position for the latch.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. I completely forgot to stop. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll make it up to you. Want me to smother you inside my inner thigh instead?
No, that's not it. The Admiral claimed, along with our doctors, that the victim arrived in this village rather bloodied. To be more precise, the victim's head was rather covered in blood. I thought it was weird at 1.2. How would it be weird? Clearly this Rathalos attacked and we already have the wounds on his chest. There's nothing to be confused for this. Are you sure about that, Admiral? I've forgotten how nature works. What?
Young Asher, can you explain what you're trying to say?
Yes, sir. Like I said,
I thought it was weird when the first medical report I got didn't mention the wound. Then when Leo said he had a wound on his leg, something clicked. The reason why the victim has a bloodied head was actually because Leo was dripping his blood on his head while removing his armor. Silence. I demand everyone's silence. Young Asher, can you explain how you got that conclusion? Certainly, sir. If you look at the medical report both the feline medic and the doctor brought, another similarity shows. Sir Largo's head was covered in blood upon medical inspection. No external wounds on the head to signify a source. That's when I wondered, how did the blood get there anyway? I would like for you to read that report again, Scrivener. The scratch marks on his chest is the source. I'm not so sure about that, Admiral. There's a grueling flaw about that logic. What flaw? Explain yourself. What was a flaw here? Let me enlighten you, Admiral. The head was bloodied and it was raining that night. It would make sense with the hunter wounded and a bloodied head. However, the issue lies with the location of the wound. What? It was not near the head, nor even the neck and shoulders. If the location of the wound was on his chest, the blood could not have been from that wound. This means the blood on his head wasn't from this chest wound. With the way how gravity works and where the victim was, and where the wound was, we cannot confirm if the blood was the victim's blood. Fuck, I can't fucking talk. But with Leo's wound matching the testimony with Jack, and Leo's proof of heroism by saving a human he was supposed to hide from, wouldn't you agree, Commander, that he deserves to be respected rather than accused? Yeah, sure. But that's not all. Let's say as well, for the sake of argument, that Leo did accidentally scratch his chest. Wouldn't that mean Sir Largo also cut Leo's leg? If they both did harm to each other, doesn't all this information mean that Sir Largo was the only one who attacked with intention? Silence. I see. The evidence seems to point that the residents here do not hold any malice towards the guild. I believe I've seen enough and ready to hand down my verdict. Plague, are you satisfied? Do you have any additional arguments? I do not. I accept my loss here. I see. You seem rather calm about this compared to your rather passionate start. I understand when I've been bested. I will return to the guild to report on this and leave the villager with this scrivener. I'm sure that is what he wanted. It was just me, or did the waste of space had a change of attitude all of a sudden? Something is still fishy here. Young Asher, do you have any other arguments? No. There's definitely still something missing here. Well, what is it? Young Asher? Sir! Is something the matter? You look very deep in thought. Let's just move on, Commander. He's probably just daydreaming again. Maybe some ghostly woman giving her advice on what to say or something. That's not why! It's just that I feel like we were missing something. Missing something? Yes, sir. It's something we overlooked. You already have your verdict and you still want to waste our time. What else do you want to complain about? I too see little value in this, young Asher. Can you tell me what we are missing here? His status? Status? What do you mean his status? Commander, correct me if I'm wrong, but Sir Largo, he's in a coma right now, right? I believe so. Admiral, what is his current status? He is resting at the house near the field. During recess earlier, the doctor said there was no improvement and he is still in a coma. I see. Continue, young Asher. What about this confuses you? Commander, we have yet to know who actually attacked Sir Largo. What? Silence! I demand silence! Admiral, is this true? Well, I think we didn't mention it. I guess even the commander didn't think about this. But there was something strange with the Admiral. Wait, could it be... No, that's the only way it made sense. But if so, why? Young Asher, do you have any ideas on this? Commander, I have a hunch, but I need to verify a few things first. Very well. Leo, did you saw anyone else before running off? I don't think I remember seeing anyone. I did hear calling. Calling? Sounded like someone was calling a name or something. I can't focus with the rain and waterfall. I did look up to see, but it was just this one hunter looking at me. Guess that made me realize he needed to move fast because more humans are coming. Admiral, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is you who called out to Jack, right? And if I'm not mistaken, you also confirmed it earlier. What is your point? When Leo heard that scream, he ran away because he saw Jack. The Admiral then ordered Jack to chase after Leo. Since the Admiral is wearing lighter armor than the other hunters, I can only assume he went down faster. So by the time Jack sees him, it was only the Admiral and other witnesses. This means the only other person to do this was... Ah! Young Asher? It makes sense now! The Admiral's the reason Sir Largo was in a coma. What? Silence. Everyone. I demand silence. Young Asher, these are serious allegations. Exactly. What makes you think I was the one who... I was actually the one who caused this? The Admiral's a great asset to the Guild. I frankly find it hard to believe he would harm a high-ranking hunter. What even gave you this idea? I don't want this conclusion either, sir. But it's the only one that made sense. Elaborate. The events tell the reasons itself. Once Leo helped Sir Largo out of the water, he tried to remove his armor so he can breathe. In doing so, he also removed his weapon from him, mostly for his own safety. Before he spotted Jack, Leo first heard the Admiral's voice calling out to him. This made Leo look up and run away in a panic, leaving his armor and bowgun. But the Admiral saw as well what happened, ordering Jack to chase Leo. On purpose or not, that left the Admiral and a conscious Largo to be the only ones together at the time. Meaning, the Admiral's the only one that could have knocked Sir Largo out! What the? Asher, are you sure about this? I've already conceded. Explain to me then why I would actually attack Sir Largo. I requested Sir Largo because he was one of the best hunters in the guild. Why would I gain from attacking him? I have no motives, this is all baseless! No, this isn't baseless, it's quite based. Sending Jack to chase Leo, wanting Sir Largo out of commission, locating the monster village. These all don't relate to each other. But maybe I'm thinking too normal. I can only speculate, but what is it that connects all this together? The Admiral is a persuasive person, to the point having these hunters listen to him. His intention should be buried somewhere there. If I focus on his thought process, finding and judging a village full of monsters, that was his original intention. If he did that, he would be praised. Praise that would give him a promotion. What can you tell us, Jack? He's my senior, Largo. He's a high-rank hunter and someone I look up to. Unlike the Admiral, Sir Largo is not really a professional hunter. He often jokes during hunts, but also plays around and when in a new location. But even when he is not serious, he always finishes the quest faster and better than anyone I've met. I even heard of rumors that he will get a rank up soon, and might get a position as a vice commander. That's it! Huh? I now know why you did it! What? Explain. Sir Largo was a seasoned hunter with great achievements. It comes to stand that Sir Largo was up for a promotion to a vice commander. Is this correct, sir? I cannot deny that we have been considering his accomplishments on our table for a while. So what? These are just rumors, even I brush it off as just that. Give me facts. Evidences. I don't need these if the rumors are to be believed. What? These rumors are spread around to the point that hunters know Sir Largo is a great candidate for the promotion. Rumor or not, there was no way to confirm if this was true, making somebody very anxious. You wanted to gain the glory of finding this village. You want to be the judge and lock up these villagers. That's why you were so keen on proving them as monsters, and why you withdrew once you saw there was no other plan. And you wanted to make sure that Sir Largo will not get in your way. Absurd. This is all absurd. I've put my heart and soul into the guild. This is all just speculation. But you've got one thing, Admiral. The medical report still has one detail that we have yet to talk about. What? I need to thank you. Because like the blood and the signs of drowning, there was also another thing the doctor noticed on the report. When I was reading the report, I brushed it off as something that might have been normal. The indent wound on the head. I originally thought it was an old wound or from the fall. But thinking of the position of the wound and the situation, I don't think that's the case. This one was actually from the bowgun. Absurd. Are you implying that I shot Largo? Why the fuck would I shoot Largo in the head? Language, Admiral. I didn't say you shot Largo. In fact, it was probably the reason why there was a bullet at the scene. I actually hit Largo on the head on the other end causing the gun to cock itself. Doing so made it release the bullet. If you shoot him, it would cause a loud sound. A sound louder than the rain, which would have caused the attention of the other hunters. That's why I had to strike him on the head instead. Am I correct? You were probably hoping to actually kill Sir Largo and pin it on Leo. Luckily, it backfired. His resilience as a hunter paid off because it only knocked him out. He has taken harder hits from high-ranked monsters, I assume. The shock from almost drowning and a blunt hit on the head can cause anyone to get knocked out into a short coma. And with Jack returning after chasing down Leo, you had no choice but to stop there and play it off as an attempted assault instead. That's why you're rushing to leave before he wakes up and says his side of the story that will put holes in yours. Killing your competition for a promotion while claiming you stopped a group of monsters. It's practically perfect. Almost perfect. Fuck you. How dare you accuse someone like me?
Proof. Where is your proof? Show it to me.
Admiral, calm yourself. It's okay, sir. I can handle this by myself. Admiral, you want proof? There's a simple way we can know for sure what happened. All we have to do is match the weapon imprint. I believe I have a bow gun under the table. If you have the doctor match the handle to the indent on Sir Largo's head, we can be sure that bow gun is what caused him to go into a coma. Partner that with you being the only one able to do it, and the only weapon was the bow gun. See, I love that face. Admiral, you are guilty of attacking Sir Largo. Fuck, I'm not doing that again. Fucking love that. I fucking love that face. Enough. Admiral, I suggest you calm yourself down. We will have a discussion about your actions later, but now you need to calm yourself.
Brother,
That scared me.
what's that? What's that, brother?
I kind of want to twin with the Admiral right now. I think I can pull off twinning with him. Don't ask why I want to twin with him. I just want to twin with him. So I'm gonna twin with him. I'm gonna twin with him. Give me a minute. I can twin with the plague if I want to. I might actually be able to twin with him. Hang on. Let me turn on the webcam. Let me take my hair down. Yeah. Fuck. Don't twin with the waste of space. I'm about to have negative slay points. The difference is I actually have good hair. Unlike him. Just yeah. There we go. A bit of my face and there we go. It's terrible. Fucking hate this. Do a hair whip. Just I regret that. I regret all my life decisions. Where's my fucking thing? I'm just gonna leave my hair down for the rest of stream. I'm just gonna leave my hair down.
No. You ruined everything. You're just some fucking lowly scrivener. You're not even a hunter.
I may not be, but Hunter is made to protect everyone. But all you cared about is yourself. I have someone to protect, and I'll protect them from people such as yourself.
Huh? You want to see the weapon so badly? Here, have a taste of it. What the? Take this. May look out.
Leo immediately jumped over the table and pounced on my back, making me fall down. The ringing sound of a bowgun shot still lingers in my ear. Hunters, apprehend him!
Let go of me. I am your admiral. I am your leader. I am a hero. Respect me.
My vision. I couldn't see. Okay, let me do that real quick. Like, yeah, I have long hair. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Set, in front of my face? What do you want to prove? That I look like fucking Samara from The Ring? Just... There. It's kind of in front of my face. It's about as good as it's gonna get. I look like Samara from The Ring. 7 days! You will die in 7 days! Let me just get my hair back real quick. I could be a Disney princess if only I brushed my hair. Like, if only I brushed my hair while it's dry. My vision. I couldn't see. Was it from the shock of being shot? I tried speaking out, but I could only hear someone yelling. Young Asher, are you okay? Huh? Leo. His grip on me suddenly tightened. Was I shot? No, I don't think I felt anything. Sir Leo, what is... Oh no. No, 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 no! Commander? He sounds worried. What is happening? Yeah? Meowster? So I opened my eyes to a horrific scene. Meowster? Aren't ya okay? Elder! Elder! Hunters, get this killer out of here now! The commander screams with strength as the distant laughter of the admiral fades. The commander also follows closely behind the dragged killer. I don't care what happens to him anymore. But the elder. The feline medic, let me just get him! Young Leo. Elder, it's alright. Let me handle this too. I'll get you patched up, just hang on! Young Leo. I remember the first time you helped us build. Now... You are strong, capable. Now you have a place. Elder! Elder! Someone, anyone! Get the damn feline here already! Please, save my grandfather! It is okay. Do not worry, young Leo. It's not okay, grandfather! Everything is terrible! You're dying and I couldn't save you! I'm sorry! Meowster! Release rest! Yeah! I'll get Grano! Young one, please stay with me. Meowster! Thank you for staying so long. Elder, please stop. I ain't ready yet. Don't leave. We can't without you. Oh, young Leo, you are already strong. I am fated to die soon. So I want you to keep going. The village needs you. He's a strong-hearted worker. Grandfather, please, I still want to learn more from you. Are you being selfish again? There. It will be okay. I feel tired. Meowster! It is okay, little one. Meow! Elder! Young Asher. The elder calling out to me finally made me snap and move. I immediately stumbled, standing up as I tried approaching. Thank you for saving the village. Please, protect us in the future. Elder! Elder, I'm sorry! I could save you, I feel so weak. I'm not strong. Elder, please, don't go. It is okay, young Leo. You will do fine. Meowster? Meowster? Grandfather? No. No. Grandfather, no! I'm sorry for being weak. I couldn't protect you. I'm sorry. Ah! The elder's final breath. Leo cries out a piercing growl along with the housekeeper. With only us in the room with a few confused hunters, Leo's mouth begins to belch black smoke. Leo, I am weak. Leo! Guild hunters? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all of it! I'm sorry, I wasn't so weak. Mom, Dad, and grandfather would still have... Why am I so weak? Why did I not do anything? Grandfather, please tell me, what do I do? No, why? Leo, he's tried reaching out to Leo's shoulder to comfort him. Leo swatted my hand away. Don't touch him! Leo, I just want to... Leave me alone! You're done here. I don't want to see you right now. You humans are monsters. I am weak. I can't fight monsters like you. Leo, this is not like you. I just want to help. So get away! Sir Asher, don't come closer. The remaining hunters around the room suddenly unsheathed their weapons, pointing at Leo. But leave them alone. That's an order. Jack comes over and tugs on my arm. That includes you too, Asher. But let him grieve. If you force yourself on him, it'll only hurt more. I know how that feels. Leo. As I call out to him, he only curled up to the elder's body. Housekeeper hasn't stopped crying while Leo gripped the elder's clothes. He's right. I am part of why this happened. If I didn't, I need to give Leo more space. I saw Leo sitting down in front of the tree. As I approached, I noticed he was actually sitting in front of a large grave. Here lies our first elder. He was loving, caring, and a father to us all. The grave is adorned with several flowers, items, papers, and clothing. Seems the villagers have been leaving offerings on his grave. I tried to approach without Leo noticing me, but... What? Wait, how did you... Your smell. I've remembered your smell. Oh. Leo, I'm just worried about you. Don't be. I'm just talking to my granddad. Your granddad for the entire night? I haven't told him about the snow idea I had for the Wishberry. I always thought it was weird we never told anybody else. A man can't protect anyone. Who was I kidding? I'm not a man, but maybe if it was because I am a monster? Leo, you're not a monster. Granddad keeps telling us that too. My brother was so scared of seeing me when he first arrived. Granddad would always tell us we ain't what we looked. But if a monster kills life, does that mean I killed the elder for just being weak? I can't. Maybe I just am this weak. Leo. Leo turned his back towards me again and faced the elder's grave. Don't even bother trying to cheer me up. Sorry, but I can't even force a smile anymore. Wonder what other advice did I miss, Granddad? I miss you already. I won't eat your cooking again. Dad tried to cheer me up, but the vegetables tasted burnt. How'd he even do that? I wish you were there to teach him. The rice also tasted salty. I wish I can help. I'm sorry, Granddad. I'm sorry for being too weak. Leo. Leo kept talking to the elder's grave as if I am not even there. Was he just doing this for the entire night? I moved a bit and sat beside Leo, and as I looked at his face, the bags under the eyes, along with the redness, tells me a lot. He hasn't slept once, and all this time he just cried. Leo. Just go. Can't really make you happy right now. No, that's not what I want. I'm not going to force you to be happy for my sake.
I'd rather just listen to your conversations. I only met the Elder for so little time. I regret not being able to do any more. Leo, you're not weak. Weakness means it was out of your reach, but you couldn't have predicted what happened. You know me. I promised to risk my job just to prove you and the village innocent. I would never do anything to hurt you, or anyone in this village.
Are you done?
Huh? This isn't your problem. You're human and I am just some Rathalos. Should I just thank you for doing all that? Is that what you wanted to hear from me? No, that's not...
Then you don't understand! You can never understand! That was my granddad, because I kept you here, and the hunters killed him! It's because of me! I'm too weak to protect anyone. Sorry for yelling, Granddad. Nobody understands how I feel. Dad is doing his best now to keep everyone alright. Dad is trying to replace you, but I know you're special. Just like how you told me I am. It was special. Hey, Granddad, I want to make the villages stronger, but I don't know what to do. I miss you. Leo slouched forward while striking the ground with his fists. Tears fall from his eyes as it drips down the Elder's grave. So unfair! Why did you have to die? Why did nobody help? You didn't deserve this. You're just here to save us. Why didn't anyone save you? Fucking shit. Granddad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Leo. Drove over to touch Leo's back and give it a rub. I'm sorry. You're right. I didn't understand. But I still want to be with you. Leaned over and rested my head on his arched back. So please, don't push me away. I want to heal too. Elder, your granddad is happy that you found your place, so don't leave it. I'll help you heal, but I won't rush you. So please, let me help you instead.
Yeah, sure,
You're tired. You haven't rested since yesterday, right? Here. Got Leo sitting back up and guided his head towards my lap.
No,
Stop being stubborn. Get some rest. I'll be here. The Elder won't like it if you punish yourself in front of him.
Maybe just a little.
Leo immediately passes out on my lap. His grip on my leg tightens. He has gone through so much in just one day. I'm surprised he was able to stay awake all that time. These true Avarians, they really are special. Thinking about it now, I really did go against the guild's orders. I know I got permission from the commander, but my actions are still going to cause chaos when I go back. If I only did, but if I didn't, maybe if I just stay here and...
I don't recommend that, kid.
Chief! How did you hear my thoughts?
Kid, you ain't really thinking silently. You did this a lot yesterday, too. You were just talking out loud.
Oh.
That was my son. At least he ate something.
Gerald sat down while picking up the small bowl of half-eaten contents. He is exhausted. I'm sorry if I...
Look, it ain't your fault. Things just happen, and you did what you can to help. Everyone keeps blaming themselves when something bad happens, but not thinking that it might be something we can't change.
But it could have, if I only did something.
You did do something. Did you forget that because of you, you caught what might have been the cause for another attack in the future? Can't even imagine if you didn't succeed. If you fail, we might not even be here anymore, and might have died somewhere. The Elder is no longer with us, but I want to keep the Elder's wishes alive. I need to do it by myself, as my own payment for not being able to do anything.
By yourself? What happened to the housekeeper? Maybe he can... Gerald lifts up his hand, stopping me from continuing.
We haven't seen him since we buried the Elder. All I know is he locked himself inside the Elder's house. He won't answer to anyone, and he wouldn't even eat anything. I don't know how long he plans to stay there, but I am worried.
I see.
But he just needs time to heal, so this is a tough time, so we will need to work while healing. I'm not going to stay still when everyone needs help. That is what the Elder wanted.
Chief,
Please, call me Gerald. Nothing changes between us. I'm still grateful for what you've done. I wasn't able to say anything before, but thank you, kid.
You're welcome.
No, not used to gratitude. How are you gonna work with that mindset?
Leo cuddles up to my stomach while Gerald and I talk.
Being around here doesn't seem healthy either. Let's go back home. My son needs his bed for all I know.
Alright. I volunteered to carry Leo, but with his weight, I don't think I'll even be able to lift him off the ground. Gerald obviously laughed at this and easily cradled Leo in his arms. Gerald might look smaller compared to the two, but his wide body really isn't just for show. Once we got back to his house, Jin immediately helped carry Leo to his room. Jin took over and tucked Leo in his bed, staying by his side to keep watch while Gerald and I talk in the other room. Wanted to be there when Leo wakes up, but Jin insisted that I rest too and leave Leo to him. It's hard to say no when he was so sincere. Gerald and I sat down at the table while he handed me a cup of somewhat green liquid. Judging from the smell, it's medicine.
Here, drink up. I also heard from that hunter kid that you collapsed yesterday. The medic was able to snag some herbs from the hunters.
Thanks, Gerald. Took a sip and winced at the taste.
Ugh.
Never get used to regular potions.
Really? I liked it. Helps keep me going in the morning.
Usually we add honey to this.
Yeah, but Gar's kid snatched it all.
Remember he took when we weren't looking.
Who does he take after?
Yeah. Leo. The kid had a tough time growing up. Don't put it against him since all he wants is to please everybody. Especially after he lost his parents. He just shut himself up from being sad. His parents, huh? Hey, Gerald? Do you think they're still out there?
Yeah, so he told you what happened. Makes sense. I ain't sure, kid.
I asked the feelings to search over and over again until one day we kinda stopped. The elder told us that obsessive searching can be bad and sometimes it's best to just wait. So I took all that time and used it to raise Leo. He was a son I wanted but never had. But a feeling of me being distant still stays. Are you worried because you're not actually related?
The urine thing is over. You don't need to read me like that, kid.
You can say I just feel scared that I might push him away.
I try to be strict, of course.
I can't really help him emotionally because I don't know how he feels. That's why I leave that to Jin. Jin. But they are also not related.
Right.
Jin can read emotions easily, but is too afraid to show any confidence because he's worried he might not relate.
Very much the opposite of Leo.
So what I just do is, if I can't help them in one thing, I ask the other. Because they are so different, can't think of any reason why both of them would like each other. I can only imagine if Jin didn't arrive in the village, Leo might still be shut. And I can't do anything about it. You did do something, though.
Huh?
You brought Jin and Leo together. You worked hard making them understand each other so they would get along in the future. I agree. Jin and Leo sounds like two people that would not like each other if they meet now. But you nurtured both of them. Give yourself credit, too. You're not someone who can't do anything.
Now tell that to Leo.
What? Now you see why I want them to work hard for the future. But what do you mean I should tell him? About what?
I can talk to Jin about the elder, but Leo had it rougher because he was there at that moment. So it has to be you that heals and tells him to heal. Because you know that this is not a stopping point to him. Leo needs his boyfriend.
It's embarrassing if you say it like that.
Get used to it, kid. I'm gonna be your father-in-law one day. Gerald! See? That's a good smile. The elder doesn't want his goodbye to be sad, so let us remember him with smiles and no more tears. For now, just let Leo get some rest. He'll probably be knocked out for the entire day.
Yeah. I understand what Gerald means now. We're too stuck in the past that we forget what a future outside the village exists. And now with the hunters aware of us, I need to work hard to get the true story out there. I think...
Are you well enough?
The village was neglected for almost 5 days now. I need your help with some things. Since I'm the village chief, I need to step up now that the elder is gone. Of course.
Thanks, kid.
Gerald and I spent the rest of the day going through the village documents, which usually the elder takes care of. It was also weird for me to not notice it before, but apparently the elder has a large pencil that he uses that's the size of my forearm. The entire day was mostly spent at the elder's house while we get things going. Tried reaching out to the housekeeper several times, but he never responded. I hope he's okay. Just one more route. Stay safe. Have a good night. And I will see you all tomorrow.